better weather expected for Day 2 of Air and Water Show. If you waited until Sunday to hit the Chicago Air and Water Show, you're in for a bonus, better weather, if the forecasters are right, and a chance to see recently retired Chicago Bear Charles "Peanut" Tillman tandem jump with the popular Army Golden Knights parachute team, whose hotly anticipated act was scuttled by Saturday morning storms. Sunday's show, which begins at 10 a.m. and runs through 3 p.m., will feature not only Tillman and the Golden Knights jumping from an aircraft at 12,500 feet, but also other top military and civilian flight teams in the country, including the headlining Air Force Thunderbirds, who will fly with Chicago Police Sergeant Ernest Spradley, who was named a hometown hero by the flying squad for bringing dozens of fellow officers to the bedside of a dying South Side girl who'd dreamed of being a cop. If you've parked yourself on North Avenue Beach, the main viewing area, or some other spot near or along the lakefront, you'll get a look at the sleek, new F-35, the military's most advanced fighter jet that will replace aging F-16s and A-10 jets. It looks like we got a full show. We're going to have great weather tomorrow, 70s and sunny, so we are going to run a full, good, hard show and make a lot of happy people, said John Trick, who manages the two-day air show that typically draws 2 million people each year. Sunday's forecast called for mostly sunny skies with a 20% chance of showers after 1 p.m. The skies will be mostly sunny, with a high near 76 degrees, according to the National Weather Service. Organizers opted to delay Saturday's start as storms lingered along the lakefront and northwest Indiana corridor from where some of the air show aircraft take off. Show organizers work in heavy coordination with local emergency managers and the Federal Aviation Administration, who participate in daily briefings with local airports and pilots to ensure that visibility is optimal, cloud cover is low and that flying conditions were safe, Trick said. When storms move in and ground the aircraft, contingency plans kick in and ultimately it means that the whole show won't go on. That's because they can only use Chicago's airspace for so long. Downtown skies must be cleared by the scheduled 3 p.m. end time to make way for overseas commercial flights arriving at O'Hare International and Midway airports, Trick added. Bill Parrott, an aviation professor for Lewis University in Romeville who spent more than 40 years in the aviation industry, said the show is like adding more cars on a roadway. I flew out of O'Hare for 21 years with an airline and I know that every time Air and Water Show is moving, that does affect the flow in and out of O'Hare, Parrott said. Despite Saturday's shortened show, the rain did little to dampen the enthusiasm of some spectators like Victoria and Paul A. Gersted, who braved the morning storms to watch the aircraft in action. It's a nice day to be out on the beach. We like to people watch before the show starts and once the show starts, it's non-stop action, Victoria A. Gersted said from a spot on Oak Street Beach. We enjoy it every year. Her husband, Paul, an Air Force veteran, looks forward to watching the Thunderbirds. I was a jet mechanic so I'm familiar with some of the airplanes that are still flying, he said. And I enjoy seeing a lot of the new technology. It brings back some good memories.